Hey pack leader, so I want to show you how to enter an entry. So, I'm sure you guys have done an analysis in the sense of where you want to enter, which we'll talk in a later one, but I want to get you guys into it now. So depending on where it's going, you kind of see a slight pattern going on here. Let me load this. Let me just go in here. You kind of see that there's some kind of triangle forming on the 1 day, but we're gonna go look at the 15 minutes. I usually trend the 15 minutes, and it's kind of been pretty steady. Okay, let's kind of go here. All right, so of course you draw your lines of where it's gonna go. And it seems to kind of break out somewhere around here. Oops. Alright, cool. There. And then you do your best, okay? And you forget the rest. Like P90X. Alright, cool. So let's say we think it's going to do that. It could break out. Who knows? We don't know. Okay, but we'll be ready for it when it does. All right. So at first, we could have thought that before we saw all this, we were like, okay, cool. Looks like it's going this direction. Maybe that kind of thing. I'm like, all right, cool. It's going this way. So kind of based on that, we're gonna draw these lines, and we're gonna buy what we think it's gonna go. Okay. So at first we thought it was gonna go here, and well, based on this, there's this Fibonacci thing on this side. Oh, it's over here actually. Fib wedge. Fib retracement. Okay. So it's the previous one from here to there that's already happened. And usually it retraces about 0.618, okay? And that's kind of where it came out to be, okay? So you'd kind of put a buy order here at 8022 or 8023, maybe a little higher, a little less, depending. I try to do it maybe in the middle so it doesn't actually fully hit the 0.618, but at least you get filled, okay? And then so once you have 8031 in, the next one would be 7031. 79331 every $100, okay? So here, in a sense, I've kind of laddered in. We thought it was one thing, but it changed and it did something else. And so if I were to rebuy this, it's kind of hard to see. I have 7962 here, and then I have the next one 7850. So it's about $100, give or take 15 bucks. It doesn't have to be exactly. You could put 7962 7862. Probably doesn't matter. Yeah, I'd say I would do that too. Try to stay away from whole numbers. So I would probably do that. Let me close that out and do what I preach. So what I would do is 7962, and then I'll do my next one 7862. And to buy is too long, okay? And then I have about a 5,000 position here, and then buy there, okay? So it makes you hope that it drops so you can fill, okay? So as long as your balance, you can at least do 3 of these guys, then you're in the proper position, okay? Now I have more, of course I can do more, which normally I trade $15,000 positions. You could, but sometimes when you think that it's gonna drop hard, because after it's done this big run up, you'd be like, hey, maybe it'll probably drop down to here. I may not want to put so much position in, because if it does, I have more behind it to cover it if it does, okay? So anyways, I did what I thought it happened. I got into position. I'm at my profitability line is at 80.87 right here. It's my price, buying price. I bought some at 15. It came down here. I bought at 5, and now it's just kind of hovering right below it. Okay, so I do hope that it goes down to catch more bait, and then once that's done, my traps is already set to sell as it comes up. Okay, now as I'm in green position, as it buys more and more, your profitability line gets lower and you become a little more profitable because you're buying more at lower price, and so it makes it easier to become green as it comes down. Okay, so that helps you dollar cost average, and your dollar cost average of your profitability line will be lower. So as soon as it comes up, you're already in the green so much with the higher position, and accelerates up, and because you have a higher position and it starts to go the other direction, that's where you start to gain more money a lot faster. Okay, so another thing I want to talk about is, I'll talk about this later. Yeah, I'll talk about this later. Okay, so there it is. That's how I would get into position and buy. So if I was looking at this point, I'm like, okay, cool, there it is. Will I chase that? I don't like to normally. I like to see another. Yeah, this is part of entry. I will talk about it then. You kind of see how there's these little humps going down. 1, 2, 3, and then bumps up. 1, hump, hump. Okay, there's always humps going up and down, and when a hump happens, the hump has to fill and match up on the other side. Hump, 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 hump. Okay, so even though I see this coming up, if you bought that, it's just gonna hump and come back down. Okay, now if it does hump and come back down, it usually settles on the previous hump down here usually. So based on that, if I wanted to play these humps, I would probably put a buy on the previous hump that happened in the past, and then they put it right there at 8,007. Okay, if it feels great, if it doesn't, it'll keep going up and I become profitable, and we're gonna go on the other directions. So if I have more, and I do have more, I could buy more here, 8,005. Buy another 5. Okay, and then there's another hump right here in the pass right here. So it kind of matches up with that. If you're in profit, I would sell. You know, sell that 5, come back down, buy another 5 down here of this hump. So it's gonna hump up and down. Okay, see these arches? Boom. And think about it. Count the arches too. There's usually about 3 arches that come up. 1, 2, and there's usually one more, 3, before it starts to rise up. And there's of course mini humps within the hump. You can probably obviously see this hump here. 2, 3, and then it goes up. Okay, now you look at the big trend, there's big humps here too. 1, 2, 3. This one has a 4th one, but as soon as the 4th one hit, it came back down. 1, 2, 3. So there's probably maybe 3, maybe possible 4 on up. Okay, but within those humps, let's zoom into this hump. There's little tiny humps inside the humps. Okay, so you have to be aware of that. So in this big hump, this little tiny hump of that hump, there's humps, 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 humps. Okay. So what you could do is, based on those humps, you want to sell on the high hump. If you've seen this where it came down, you could probably, if you missed it, you probably have another chance to buy it down here at this level at 8035, which I already did and filled. So I'm not going to buy another one. 8035, 8046, I filled it right here. So it came down from this previous hump, it came down again, bought 8046. So I don't need to buy it again. What I could be doing right now is selling this. So I will do what I preach. I will not do it because I messed up down here and I'm not in profit. So if I was in profit, I would sell. If I do sell now, it will be a loss. So I don't want it to be taking losses. We're just going to wait. Buy more until it reaches and past my line. Then I can start taking profit in my traps. Okay. Alright, so now I think I was at negative $80 and it's starting to be negative 228. In a few moments now, I think this will probably continue if this thing is all done. And then I can start taking profit. Okay, that way I can walk away, do what I need to do, tend to the kids, to the family, not worry. I can be out while it's making money, taking profit for me. The reason why I start laddering because I get greedy and I don't know when to exit. And sometimes I hate the feeling of exiting too early. And then when you exit early enough, it goes against you, and then you can turn $300 into like a negative $100 loss, and you're like, dude, it just like slipped out of your fingers. So always sell. Whenever you see money, take it. If you happen to take out the trash, come back, you see it, that's somehow life just gives you, or you know, it's like, dude, I'm handing you money in front of you on your computer, and you don't want it. It goes down. If you see it, take 80%. Don't think about it. Move on. See it again, 80%. Take it. Move on. Have a threshold. For me, is like at least $100. I'll take it. You know, if it doesn't hit $100, then fine. Let it go. You know, let it do its thing, and go from there. But I will take it early, if less than $100, if I have like a really big position, like 30,000, 50,000, where it's just really big, and I've already like, you know, I've been waiting a long time already, and it barely hit it, and now it's turning back down. Then I'll just market sell, get out, because it's telling you something that you need to get out, kind of thing. Okay. All right. Otherwise, you're gonna wait again, taking more rungs down, and trying to be more profitable that way, and then waiting to set the trap and catch it. Okay. So I don't ever want you to sell at a loss ever. But I'm sure there will be times when big drastic moves do happen. But those are times when, you know, when it's transitioning from a bull to a bear, or a bear to a bull. Those are the times I would probably take the loss, because I know it's transitioning towards the end of the years. Okay, so right now we're in a bull. Just keep longing, you'll be fine. It will keep going up. We're in a bull market. Okay. All right. Thank you, and we'll talk to you then.